The Inca first appeared in the Andes region during the 12th century AD and gradually built a massive kingdom through the military strength of their monarch. Despite their power, the Inca was quickly overwhelmed by the diseases and superior weaponry of the Spanish invaders. Instead of being called Inca, they changed it to what is known as today, Peru. In the Inca Empire, clothing was very important. It told people your position in society. For an example, only the Sapa Inca could wear special hats made of golden feathers. He wore heavy gold jewelry and extremely heavy gold earplugs. The Sapa Inca only wore an outfit once. Once his clothes were removed, they was burned. The royal family was composed of the Sapa Inca's wives and sons. The nobility was made up of relatives by blood or by marriage. Like the Sapa Inca, the royals and nobles wore colorful clothing, but not as colorful as the Sapa Inca, not if they wished to live. Unlike the Sapa Inca, most wore an outfit more than once, although they did try to disguise it. Then there were commoners, which are known as the rich and the poor, and they dressed in the same fashion, although not with the same fabrics. The men wore a sleeveless tunic. When the weather was chilly, they also wore a cloak and sandals. The women wore one-piece dresses that reached to their ankles and was tied at the waist. When the weather was cold, women wore shawls held by a pin in the front. The common people housing, except for the craftsmen, did not live in the city. The common people lived and worked in small groups or units. Each unit was called an ius. In the ius, all the people was related. They had a common ancestor. Each ius was made up about 12 people. Most huts were one room. Some were made of stone, some were reed. Occasionally, one had an upper story, but there was no windows and no way to leave except by the front door. There was no furniture. People sat and slept on mats or animal skins. Craftsmen were assigned homes in the city. They weren't wonderful homes, but it was certainly a step up or two from a farmer's hut. They usually had a window or two. Food, clothing, and other necessities and raw materials for their crafts were provided for the craftsman and his family by the government and delivered from government warehouses as needed. The nobles lived in a life of luxury. They lived in the cities. Their home was built around Central Plaza. The plaza was surrounded by temples and government offices and homes for the priests as well as the nobles. The nobles decorated the doors with gold and silver and anything shining. The royals, which is the Sapa Inca, lived in the palace. The walls was covered with gold. There were beautiful hangings and glittery art. Pottery was covered with gold and silver. Some of the palaces had stone baths, but there was no furniture. After his death, his body was mummified and remained in his palace. His royal family and all his servants remained in the palace with him. They were not entombed. A new palace was built for the new Sapa Inca and his family. Cities had several palaces, but only one palace housed a living Sapa Inca. This is the map of Peru. The population is 12 million. The three major cities are Cusco, which is the capital, Choquequirao, and Machu Picchu. The prime minister/president is Sapa Inca. The religion is polytheistic, which means believing in more than one God. The agriculture are potatoes, quinoa, and corn. The colors of the flag are red, white, and yellow, with the chicuna tree and a vicu in the coat of the arms. The main holidays are Inti Raymi, Corpus Christi, and the Virgin of the Candelaria, which is all festivals in Peru.
Mocha is a port city on the Red Sea coast of Yemen. Mocha is the principal port for Yemen's capital, Sana'a, which has a population of almost 2 million people and is the largest city in Yemen. The flag was adopted May 22, 1990, when North Yemen and South Yemen joined together. The colors of the flag are red, black, and white. Red represents the blood of the past, white represents a bright future, and black represents the dark days of the past. The population of Mocha is 16,794, but the population of Yemen is 28 million. The ethnic groups are Arab, Afro-Arab, and other, which consist of South Asians and Europeans. Also, the Shiite and the Sunni are two of the religious groups. Other religious groups are Buddhist, which is 5%, Christian 10%, Hindu 25%, Sunni 55%, and other 5%. The president of the Revolutionary Committee is Muhammad Ali al-Hadi. The prime minister is Ahmed bin Dugar. The black dress that is worn by women is called the batou and is also worn over the top of other clothes. They also wear a hajj, which is known as a headscarf and is required by Islam. Men uses Western style clothing such as suits, shirts or t-shirts, and a turban, and they also wear thobes and futa skirts. The holidays are National Day, which is May 22nd, the Revolution of September 26th, and the Sanaa Summer Festival. They export crude oil, coffee, dried and salted fish, liquefied natural gas, and they also import food, live animals, machinery and equipment, and also chemicals.